Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white. Neither need you do anything but be yourself. Management of many is the same as management of few. It is a matter of organization. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. To a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling the truth. I know it isn't fashionable. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. Savor everything. Cling to nothing. Live now, because living then won't be any better. Don't leave it all unsaid, somewhere in the wasteland of your head. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. You grow mentally weak when your life is too comfortable. You have made the moon, the jester said. That is the moon. Politeness is the first thing people lose once they get the power. One day you will wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you've always wanted. Do it now. Search of truth is actually a search of strength to handle the truth. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it. The easiest way to be reborn is to live and feel life every day. I will not let anyone scare me out of my full potential. Keep working hard, and you can get anything that you want. The inner fire is the most important thing mankind possesses. Go into emptiness, strike voids, bypass what he defends, hit him where he does not expect you. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist, and right. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. Kendati batasantara kebepasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. Appreciate the moment of a first kiss. It may be the last time you own your heart. Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way if you let it. Nothing happens until something moves. It's faith in something and enthusiasm for something that makes a life worth living. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. Beyond the fiction of reality, there is the reality of the fiction. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. Celebrate true friends. They are a part of you that always sparkles. The only thing that can grow is the thing you give energy to. Honest is how I want to look. The truth doesn't glitter and shine. Receive with simplicity everything that happens to you. You need mountains. Long staircases don't make good hikers. If you are strong, appear weak, but if you are weak, appear strong. I had to philosophize, otherwise I could not live in this world. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. Other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Grace isn't a little prayer you chant before receiving a meal. It's a way to live. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. The trouble is, you can shut your eyes, but you can't shut your mind. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life. Earth's crammed with heaven, but only he who sees takes off his shoes. Always be friendly, always be kind, like the most beautiful flower that you can find. Almost nobody dances sober unless they happen to be insane. If the world is against the truth, then I am against the world. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will happen. If something is important, it deserves to be experienced deeply. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. Stop being okay with everything. Those whose upper and lower ranks have the same desire are victorious. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. If you always want the validation of others, you won't grow beyond people's expectations. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. And if my heart be scarred and burned, the safer I for all I learned. So shut up, live, travel, adventure, bless, and don't be sorry. That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Never feel guilty or ashamed for the mistakes of others. I will continue my path, but I will keep a memory always. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. Adversity discourages losers, Adversity inspires winners. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Someone else's progress doesn't make yours any less. It's always the ones who are the quietest who often have the greatest things to say. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you.